Stocks are mixed to start the morning. As I speak to you right now, the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ are all up right around 1/4%, with the Russell being down between 0.1% and 0.2%. Last night, core CPI in Japan was stable. German IFO business climate and business expectations were lower than expected, while last month's figures were revised higher, and the current assessment for March was slightly higher than expected. Now, we had the Case-Shiller Home Price Composite Index higher than expected, up 4.7% in the U.S. That was year over year, but the month-over-month figure was lower than expected, yet still higher at up 0.1%. We're still waiting on an early speech from New York Fed President John Williams, also the Conference Board's consumer confidence data, and U.S. new home sales figures. Commodities are gaining strength this morning with U.S. Treasury yields higher, but the dollar is slightly lower in the aggregate, the best performer against the dollar being the Japanese yen, which is up 0.5% against the greenback. As I speak to you right now, strength is kind of gaining in gold, silver, copper, and crude oil. They are all moving to the upside. Gold's up about 0.5%, silver up over 2%. There's some important trade talks happening this morning in the White House that may produce headlines that will be important to markets. EU Trade Commissioner Marko Sefcovic is meeting with U.S. officials James Greer and Howard Lutnick, the Commerce Secretary, in Washington to discuss the trade tensions between the U.S. and the EU. Again, some potential headline risk there. Looking ahead, we have a 2-year note auction scheduled this afternoon. The U.S. is auctioning off $69 billion worth of 2-year notes. On the earnings front today, after the closing bell, only 2 companies with market caps over $1 billion or more. They are GameStop and Worthington Enterprises. Tomorrow, before the open, 7 companies with $1 billion or more in market cap will report. They include Cintas Corp, Paychex, SailPoint Technologies, Dollar Tree, and Chewy. Economic data tonight, we have another speech by New York Fed President John Williams. See how the two match up. Tomorrow, we get UK CPI and PPI, and out of the US, durable goods, and then a 5-year note auction.